Legend, myth or reality? You can use whichever you like to speculate about Djavolja Varos before reaching the exact location. On the arrival, you can only confirm that this is the most miraculous place which could be seen only in the most vivid imagination. Embedded in two steep ravines of the mountain of Radon, 288 kilometers southeast from Belgrade, the capital of Serbia, in the vicinity of the town of Kuršumlija lays Djavolja Varos, Devil's Town. Nature is more than a miracle here. The inhabitants of this town are not people, but 202 figures made of earth in different shapes and dimensions, high from 2 to 15 meters, arranged in two ravines, Devil's and Infernal. Each figure has a heavy stone on its top, so they resemble people wearing hats. They are not lonely-haired, but accompanied by other natural phenomena. Two unique springs of mineral water.
It is absolutely amazing. I have not seen anything like that in my life before, so a wonderful sight.
The oldest inhabitants of the nearby villages talk about the origin and name of this locality. There are two legends. According to the first one, this place was once inhabited by highly religious people. One day, Devil itself prepared his water for them. Being bewitched, they forgot all family relations and decided to undertake an evil deed, to add a brother and a sister. Good Fairy, the one that is even today said to control this spot, tried to prevent the wrongdoing, but in vain. Luckily, the Almighty God answered her prayer before the wedding started. A strong, sudden blow of wind petrified all the wedding guests, together with the bride and groom. Another legend tells a similar story. Two young men wanted to marry the same girl. With their wedding guests, they headed for her house. As neither one of them wanted to renounce the girl, two groups of guests all of a sudden became enemies, fighting for the girl's hand. Good Fairy didn't manage to prevent the fight, but the Almighty heard her cry. In order to avoid bloodshedding, he petrified the two youths and all the wedding guests. Those were the legends. And what does the science say? What is the origin of these figures? Which force has been moving them? How is it possible that they become shorter or taller during the time, that they disappear and reappear over and over again? In the eyes of science, this is the result of erosion and influence of the atmosphere. It is true, but still it seems unbelievable.
I just found it absolutely unbelievable because I wasn't expecting it to be like it was. And when we got right to the top, it was just the most incredible sight I've ever seen in my life, and I don't think they're anywhere else in the world.
There are also two springs of mineral water called Devil's Water. The colder one is rich with iron, potassium, copper, nickel, sulfur and alum. All these elements are found here with 1,000 times higher concentration than any other similar waters. The red spring is some 400 meters downstream on the flat terrain. This water is not so mineral. Just as earthy figures, these waters are also unique in the world.
It's absolutely beautiful. I've been to some places similar, not similar, but I've been to some countries before, but I've never seen something like this, so it's amazing.
3 decades ago, the first international art photography colony in Serbia was set up here. It is active even today. Many photographers from New York, Paris, Milan, Bari and other parts of the world have taken part in its work. Mobile displays have also been organized in many parts of Europe. Painters from around the world cannot resist the beauty and inspiration found here. They use bright colours to depict their impressions of this occult mark of nature. Since 1959, this site is under protection of the state. The government of Serbia has declared it natural wealth of extraordinary importance, putting it in the first category of natural resorts. The area of 67 square hectares around Djavolja Varos was entrusted to Planinka, a joint stock company from Kuršumlija, to take care of its protection and organize all events. This place is visited by curious tourists from all over the world. Both people living here and those visiting this location recognize and respect what nature has inscribed here, which is of utmost importance not only for this region, but for Serbia as a whole.